Hello, everybody. I have a testimonial video to share with you. Jeanette Burney, she's a physical therapist turned yoga teacher. She is the owner and she works at Body in Tune LLC, located in Maine. She is one of my clients and she's been kind enough to give me a testimonial video. Hello, Jeanette.
Hello, Becky. Thanks for having me.
So, how did you learn about me?
Well, we met at the Women Mean Business networking group back in May through the Women's Business Center, I think it was. And I don't think we almost sat next to each other at the table when all of our health and wellness practitioners were practicing our elevator spiel.
Yeah.
And I heard learned enough about you and knew you were close enough to me that I wanted to network with you. And we
Mm.
set up a networking meeting. And just to find out about each other's businesses, hoping to share what we did and help each other grow our businesses.
And then you mentioned a particular pain point that I have identified with in terms of growing my business and personal development. And I've helped other clients with this particular pain point. And we just set up a Zoom call, and I just happened to mention I can help you through this.
And
So,
here we were doing our networking,
yeah,
and I'm just talking about how I'm self-sabotaging myself and not getting myself organized.
right, which is very common in entrepreneurship. It's very common. So why did you choose to work with me?
There was an almost instant connection.
Mm,
Felt very heard. I felt like you understood exactly what I was going through.
mm,
And if you didn't understand it exactly, you wanted to.
hmm
You you said a lot of things that were just very helpful and enlightening. And I think it was a lot of the the reflecting back to me what you were
hmm
hearing and letting me hear what I was saying, that I realized, there's something here that I could make some shifting here. And I think we actually changed our networking call. It kind of became a little, do I want to work with you call very
hmm
quickly.
hmm
Um, because I saw an opportunity for me to grow and I saw a way that you would be able to help me do that
hmm
just by what you were offering your clients at the time.
hmm what are two or three things that you've learned working with me?
One, that I'm on the right path for me, um, that I can have an alter ego who can have the confidence that I don't think I have a lot of the
100%.
time,
Yep.
that I am capable and competent. And as a result, I've seen the changes in how I approach the business, how I'm more effective in the business, and how I'm, in a sense, manifesting more clientele coming into the business.
Awesome. I have two examples of actually concrete evidence that your business is growing because of your confidence level, because you have chosen to believe in yourself, and also because of your time prioritization. So, just you had talked about working in the business and then punching out and having family time and free time and things like that. So being able to be productive during the time that you say you're going to be productive in the business, and then having boundaries so that you can have family time and time off as well. And how
That
that
was a
helps you.
huge thing for
Yeah.
me to get to.
It helps us be more productive.
Yeah. And actually, when I gave myself that, okay, you have 2 hours, you have your things you wanted to do this week, your rule of threes.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you at on that list? Let's knock out some of these tasks.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd find that I'd get them done. And I'd be like, oh, I'm done a little early. Do I want to add something else in? No, I think I'm going to let myself have that time and take that time to recharge, get home earlier, take a walk so that
Yeah.
I can recharge for the next day. And
Right.
just recognizing when things had to be done and when things could be set aside.
Right.
How much needed to be a rush? Was it going to make that
Exactly.
much of a difference?
And entrepreneurs can often work themselves to death because they lack the direction or the focus or the prioritization, you know.
Hmm.
And so it's really important for every task that we do to have some sort of meaning behind it rather than just, you know, doing it for the sake of it. Or like you said, doing it because this entrepreneur over here is doing it, therefore I have to do it that way, which is not
I
true.
think I
Right.
think what I really loved when you would ask me, is this that you're proposing? Is this going to move you in the direction of your goals, of the time
Mm,
freedom, of your financial goals, of the programs you're building?
hmm
Is this going to move you towards that, or is this just filling time?
hmm
And so having that question, I'm a little bit better about not just procrastinating over email all afternoon.
hmm Right. Or we can also use a task to distract us from having to deal with feeling vulnerable, for example. So I'll use myself as an example. I can get totally engrossed in doing a task that might prevent me from actually putting myself out there in front of people because I'm afraid of, say, rejection or vulnerability and things like that. And so just moving through that fear is definitely helpful and moving
And
forward.
that's where I would say your availability with the text or an email was really helpful
Mm,
because I would see myself kind of dropping off of my confidence level
yeah.
and starting to look for things I could procrastinate with.
hmm
What else could I do instead to avoid this or avoid that? And just even just voicing to you, I think I'm doing this
hmm
would help flip me. And then your response was just that little bit to put me back on track. So that was really helpful. Um, Having that availability to say, I think I'm doing this. Am I
hmm
right? Or and just the sounding board, being able to say, I have this potential way of coming in another revenue stream. Can I get a little more focused and just be in my business and not having to do side jobs to
hmm
support myself in my business while I'm growing,
hmm
and to have you help me work that sounding board and
Awesome.
problem solve those.
So I'm very happy to be working with you, and I'm so thankful for your business and supporting my business. And I'm so happy that you're one of my clients. Jeanette has chosen to renew with me because she's making progress and she wants to continue to make progress. So that's what I'm here for.
Fear of doing it on my own and then I'll drop off, and I feel like I still need that little bit of support
hmm
because I'm still running into that, oh, run away from that idea. I don't want to be seen.
hmm
Okay.
Yeah, a
So
lot of us struggle with that.
yeah. So
Yep,
thank you.
I'm happy to do it. Thank you, Jeanette.
You're very welcome. Thanks, Becky.